So hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make my yam stir fry. So for the ingredients you will need one green bell pepper and a yellow one, onion, so one onion. I've got some kidney beans here, and I've shredded up two carrots. I've made them into spaghetti kind of strips. 4 yams, that's the main ingredient. You can use 3, but I choose to use 4. I've got my green chili, so these are 2 green chilies. I've got sweet corn here, and I've steamed some broccoli, and also you need spinach and soy sauce. I've got this one here, and you know, my infamous Kallo vegetable stock, low salt, very good. So I've got that, and also a tablespoon of coconut oil. So let's begin. So to my frying pan I'm going to add my tablespoon of coconut oil. Just gonna let that melt, and you want it on sort of like a low to medium heat. So I'm also going to add in my onions. Just gonna add in my onions here. You can cut them how you like, you can dice them if you prefer it that way, but I like to cut mine like this. I'm also going to add in the peppers. I'm going to add in the chilies. I'm just going to let that sweat for a bit, so cover it up and let it sweat, so just to soften it a little bit. So I'm just going to mix it up before doing so. So I love the smell of onions. Anyway, so while that is sweating away, I'm just going to add my yam into this pot. So I've just got water in here, and I'm going to add in my yam. You want to add it to cold water and let it bring it to boil basically. So it's just like cooking rice. It's like cooking potatoes actually. So yeah, you're going to bring that to boil until it softens. It should take around sort of 20 to 30 minutes. You will know when it's done because it will sort of start foaming, and yeah, you will just know when it's done. It needs to be soft, so yeah. So now I'm going to add in the carrots. I'm just going to add this in. Oh, it's starting to change colours already because I've cut them for a while now. So just mix that in. I'm going to add in the sweet corn now. Just going to add that in as well. This smells oh so good. Going to add in the broccoli. as well. Just throw that in there. What I like to do as well sometimes is to cut the broccoli smaller. So I like to do that while it's, just cut it into smaller pieces. It's up to you really. You can leave them chunky if you want, but I like to cut them just a bit smaller. As you can see, then I'll add in the kidney beans. Add in some spinach, and you guys know how spinach works, so I'll add in a little at a time, and some soy sauce, and I'm just going to cover this just for the spinach to sort of melt down a bit. So cover it for another sort of 15 minutes. So my yam has finished cooking, and this is how I know. What you do is you just poke your fork through each one, and if it goes in smoothly, then it's done. So I'm just going to drain the water out of that. So I've drained the water. I'm just going to cut them up, and it should cut really, it shouldn't be hard to cut at all. That's how you know it's done. I'm just going to cut them into sort of tiny squares. Sorry about the steam, it's really hot. So I'm just going to do that like so, and I'm just going to add it into the stir fry. So I'm just adding in the yam that I've cut up into the stir fry. I'm just going to mix it in together. Now this point is optional, but I'm just going to add in some chili flakes. So make sure you mixed everything in. Just try and coat it in with the stir fry. Now, so I'm just going to add in some chili flakes. You don't have to, but I like my food to be quite spicy. And I'm also going to add in this vegetable stock. I'm only going to use half because I've already added some soy sauce, so I'm only going to add in half. So just this much is all I'm going to add. So I'm just going to break it up in little pieces and add it in. Now you want to give it another quick stir just to make sure you don't end up eating pieces of. And when you do stir it, try to stir it very gently, because the yam is so soft that you don't want it to sort of be all mushy. You want to be able to pick up, you know, little bits of yam as you eat this. So yeah, that's it. So now I'm just going to cover this for another sort of 10, literally it's on very, very low heat. Just going to cover this up for another 5 minutes and you are done.